What up, fool?
Hey, man, Colin, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Can't even call it, man. I just want to, start out by,
Jersey hard.
oh, man, shit, the mic. Bibby's joint, love, bro. Love, man. I had to cop the little classic, you feel me?
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, I just wanted to just thank you for, for chopping up with me. Outrun is coming out Friday.
First, can I say thank you, for sharing your platform and always like shedding light on legit music all the time. So
Oh,
I
got you.
get into a position and then they start feeling like they have to work, like support a certain agenda because it look a certain way, and you like, nah, I fuck with this, I'm gonna bang this, I'm gonna do this, blah 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 blah.
For sure, bro.
It's important, you know what I'm saying? That's what counts. That's what allow motherfuckers to stay true to themselves and not start doing shit just to try to get a look. You know what I mean?
Facts, man. And it's like that's really one thing, and I'm glad you brought that up because a bunch of times like I really be feeling like, you know what I'm saying, like that I'll be like doing, too much, just veering over here, going over here, going over here, but really just trying to find the pocket where I could, like just keep it moving. But feel me, like it's going decent though, but you know what I'm saying? And this
it ain't falling on deaf ears, and the real ones they notice. You know what I'm saying? None like, one time this was the homie Future told me that we did a record a while back, and then it was like, no, none of your hard work goes unnoticed. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still didn't drop the record. That's the name of the record, Unnoticed.
Hey, straight up though. Yeah.
Because none of your hard work go unnoticed. Like, motherfuckers know, you know what I'm saying? Just because it's not on a certain stage, maybe one person doesn't, that person didn't notice, but everybody else knows, and you're going to get where it's supposed to get. You know what I mean?
Man, it's definitely a blessing and an honor to hear that coming from you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just get into it because actually it's because of you and French that I even knew who Harry Fry was. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like I heard you was rapping over his beats like 2010, 11, something like that. I heard French on them in like 08, 09, all that. Like,
he had the shit, and let me tell you, like, I had 3 people try to put me on them before, but with me, like, I gotta end up in the same room with you, and then so like that's tight, I already smoked like 5 joints with you before I knew you was dude, like that's cool. So that's how it worked, like he like Smoke Dizzle tried, my homeboy Riot from Boston, he hit me to him. Fucking French even said it too, but I just had to wait my turn. Like when I notice you tight, as a person, then bam, it's on. Like, cause when we lined up to do Cigarette Boats, I really was just going to hear some beats. But as soon as he put that one on, I was like, yo, cut the mic on. So we did that, and then when that beat went off, he put another. I was like, all right, fuck it, cut the mic on. So we did them all right there that night. You know what I'm saying? That's how the shit worked. Like the Outrunners records, I banged them all out that night, but then I sat back and we just sent them out for features. You know what I mean? Like I was ready to just drop it that night when I did it all. I was just gonna put them out in the morning. Only one I didn't do was Golden Chrome. I did that at the last minute. I did that like 3 or 4 days ago. So I'm glad we didn't drop it when I wanted to, because I came up with that record, and that record is for my son and shit. So I'm like glad I had a chance to do that. But me and Fraud, that shit automatic. It's like Marine EP and everything else, but I feel like Cigarette Boats, I just was like, that's cool. It was a good night. We did some hard ass records in that night, and the energy and shit was trapped into the EP, and the motherfucker ended up winning awards and shit. And I never, I don't get stuff, but I got that for that. That was crazy. So with this one, it feel the same way, but it's not an EP now because we got 9 records on it.
Yeah.
That puts it in the album class. it's a lot of music coming out tonight. So the homies and some of the some of our inner circles, were a little and probably still are a little leery of us putting the project out today with so much other stuff to compete with it. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
the way I feel, whoever gonna get my shit gonna get it. They already knew that. They when I said what day it come out, they already was like, cool, bet. That's what
Right.
I'm.
And this shit is like it's crazy because I saw you tweet. This was maybe earlier this week, thing like Monday, Tuesday, or whatever. You had you tweeted something like a bunch of your homies was trying to
Trying to get
push it back because like I know Ye dropping Friday, Logic dropping his last joint. It's like a bunch of shit cracking. So but you like nah, fuck it, we gonna do it. The people that's gonna get it and eat it up, they gonna do
the
it.
people who fuck with us, man, they gonna do that regardless. They're not easily distracted. So if and I share listeners with a few of those different artists, I'm sure. But if you listen to me, you already have a mentality in yourself to where if anything's good, you're gonna respect it. So you're not gonna shut the other projects off. So
Right.
a Kanye fan that also listens to me, that's also a listener to the Jet Life music, has it embedded in them to keep it funky. And
Right.
will
Right.
just be like, I'll get to that shit when I get to it right now. Dude, drop, I'm definitely gonna do that too.
Instantly.
Just roll enough weed to listen to all of it. You know what I'm
Facts, man. And it's like, cause
And
I'm
what I'm gonna do right now, that's really the shit. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's really it. And I think like that's also ushered in a shift in music taste and style because there's not really nowhere to party.
it's definitely not though. With all us still being on
You know,
this
so,
quarantine and everything, like
so
strange shit outside.
here come the lyricists again with
Right. Like you don't have a choice but to sit
nothing to
there and
do.
like
He
eat it
got
up.
nothing to do but listen to me and figure out why I said this. I
Exactly.
don't care if it don't sound like some shit you could stand on the couch to. Because
Right,
you
right.
don't have a couch to stand on right now. You're hanging out in the house. Have some
Hey,
tea, light a joint, and dissect this project.
bruh.
You
Straight
know?
up though. Straight up, man. And this
So motherfuckers like us, this is our time to thrive. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's it.
yeah.
That's it. Like
And I
I saw Joey Badass shit, that video. I'm like, yo, you right on time. You know what I'm saying? Like right on time. Cause dude, he can battle with the other style of music too. He's young enough, his pen is sharp, and he knows how to walk that line to where
mm-hmm.
he could make one of those hit records like that immediately.
Right.
And put one of those guys that definitely that run that style of music on one of the records to solidify it, and bam, he'll go. But he's still, like, nah, I'm gonna flex my pen and do it like this, so he know this is the time. It's time for a lot of us, we could cash in right now.
Yeah, straight up. And it's like now I think me personally, I feel like since quarantine started and all that, it's like a lot of people fuck, a lot of people is really gravitating more towards lyricism and like straying away from like the club joints, the turn up joints, like the 808s and all that. Like people really love listening to because I know a bunch of my people like only thing we listen to is niggas like you, Gibbs, West Side Gun, Conway, Rose, you know what I'm saying, all them. So it's really like it's real dope to just see everybody like finally paying attention to what's been going on. You know what I'm saying?
And the best thing about it is that what you said is real. What's been going on because we've been doing that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So some people just catching up and finding the whole catalog of music on all of us, and like, oh damn, I didn't know this, bam, 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 bam. So it's good, especially I read a write up on me today. I feel like it said I got 85 projects.
That's what I was going to next, cause my nigga, I lost count. I think this was
Yeah,
maybe a few years ago. I lost count after like 50 something. At like 52, I'm like, God damn. But it makes sense though, because I first got on to you when you was with No Limit and just following your whole career with from P to Young Money Wayne and then you left them and did your own thing. You just took off from there,
yeah.
and it was like a point in time. I forget what year that was, but you dropped a mixtape every month for
Yup.
like 5 months straight.
Eight
I'm
months.
like, what the fuck, bro? Like, and I'm listening to it, and it's all quality music. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like bullshit that you just putting together, putting out tapes. Like I'm listening to them.
That was like 2008, cause then nah, it was 9G because that's when they called me for the double XL cover.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I had just stopped doing the tapes. I had stopped it in October. I did Finn. I did that one, and then I went to Chicago to kick it with the cool kids for a few days. And motherfuckers from Double XL called hit my line like, bang, yo, I got your number from so and so. Can you come out to New York for a photo shoot? I don't tell nobody what's what, but you're on the cover for. I'm like, the what? You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I hung up or some shit. Like whatever, nigga. Like I for sure thought that was one of the homies, but then bam, So that I always tell people, man, like as far as uh, productivity and keeping a lot of material out. The worst, I don't know what's the worst thing that could happen from that. All I know is that the more that's out, the more ability for somebody to get on to what you're doing.
Facts. Yeah,
And
definitely.
the more you work, the better you get.
Yeah.
I probably would cringe at listening to some of those tapes. Like to hear where I was at.
Yeah, man. It's so many of them, and a lot of those, like you got a
How you
bunch
get better.
of classic shit. It's like a bunch of classic shit.
Crazy. That's how you get better. So that's what I would always say, man. It's just different because, and I saw this too, because one day I was tweeting about how I don't hit my homies in the industry or like whatever they are, wherever they are, and ask them to post shit for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Like yo, post this mixtape cover for me, or let everybody know my shit dropping. Cause I'm like, nigga, it's out. Like it's
Right.
about you feel, dude. Like So I said I was talking about that because I was like, if you don't ask nobody to post your shit, and they find it and they like it, because I mean, if they know you, as far as a lot of people cry about support,
Yeah,
people
yeah.
supporting, not feeling supported by their home team or whatever, and it's like, man, just put the shit out, and if anybody takes hold of it, they will tell someone else. If it's really what it's supposed to be, it'll grow. You just gotta have the patience to wait for that. So a couple of younger artists was like, nah, OG, like you was from that era where it was like that. It's not like that now. But so now how is it? You know what I'm saying? They just
Right.
push a button on somebody and then bam, this is it. I don't believe that that's it. Also, I believe there's some work involved in that. Because the only reason somebody gonna decide to push a button on you is because they know they can trust you to do the work.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
still got to put some work down first.
Right.
It's just like people think these kids blow up out of nowhere, but it's like you're not from his street, so you don't know how many mixtapes he recorded that only 3 people on this block heard.
Right. Right.
Those 3 people talked about it everywhere they went because they loved it so much. You know what I'm saying? And then it turned into whatever it turned into. You don't know that part. You know?
Yeah, man. It's I feel like, well, just banking off of that. I just feel like it's just real. It should be organic, going to the the whole support thing and all that. If you gotta go around and hit up 1,000 people, yo, post this, and all that. It's like people should automatically, gravitate towards it.
So folks, if it's good, then it'll happen. Like,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I post, if I post something from the city or something from where I'm from, or anybody shit that's not Jet Life or something, they didn't ask me to do it. It's like I dug it. I'm like, well, I have a million followers. That's not big, but it's bigger than what I imagined from the underground. So anybody who was in the underground with me, I'm like, damn, let me share this because they're looking at me like I'm on this other level. And I'm like, nah, it's not even like that, but cool. Let me tell these million niggas about your tape, you know what I'm saying? Or your record that I also like myself. If I played it in the crib, then I'm gonna tell somebody else about it too, you know what I'm saying? But
the right way.
I don't wanna I don't wanna hit the homies up like yo, post this for me or whatever. Cause your page, your social media, your stuff, that's for you. You know what I'm saying? It's about you like. That's initially what all of that was supposed to be. If you wanted to take a picture of a stack of pancakes, it's because you like those pancakes.
Right.
The chef didn't ask you to post the fucking pancakes. You just
facts though.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's it. Yeah.
Man, so so with you being damn near like the most consistent rapper in hip hop, to my knowledge, like you and the only other person that I think is you and Gucci, like y'all two mixtapes over the years, all that just back to back, and y'all been consistent for years now, and it's all quality shit.
Anytime anytime you have a series of Christmas music, you make a lot of music. That dude he's got 2 or 3 East Atlanta Santas, you know what I'm saying? He has his themed music for when Christmas comes around.
Shit is unheard of. It's like
music, bro.
So how do you over the years, how like what kept you going to keep that streak going? Like you would just wake up and light one, like, oh, I feel like recording it.
Nah, just people responding, letting me know that it means something to them, and just being inspired, man. I seen so many people make it in the game, you know what I'm saying, and lose their spot, and I seen a couple people maintain their runs and build a legacy because they never stopped working.
Yeah,
it's honestly about making the studio your own. Like, motherfuckers, you did it. Like, people do it in the beginning, and then once they get in motion, they start doing other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Off waterfalls and shit like that, and it's like, well, you forgot how you bought the plane ticket, so you got to go back to the studio. You know? So I just feel like it's better to lock in, and then I'm in New Orleans anyway, so it's like safer to just lock in the studio and get the work done than fucking.
Right, man. So with you, then another thing, I feel like that you are one of the few artists that has a cult following. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, like you got artists like Wayne fans is riding for him, whatever. You got the Beehive, Beyonce, they doing whatever. Bars with Nicki, Rihanna, Navy, all that, and then you got the lifers. You know what I'm saying? Which is on shit that's riding for you through whatever going on. Like, they there. You feel me? So how does that feel? Like, just knowing that your fan base, like you built up a fan base that strong over the years to.
It's a good thing, and it let me know that my sacrifices wasn't for nothing, because multiple times, like, I would be given chances to get a better look or be put in a different light if I took the bait and did some bullshit. if I rapped over this type of beat, or if I did this, you know what I'm saying, then we could take this here, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm cool, you know, I'd rather just do this like that. So to know that they riding with me because of that, you know, it mean a lot to me. So I could never really falter on it because the same way that they make it known that they support me, if I do something they don't like, they're gonna make it known too. They're gonna tell me. So I don't want to hear from them motherfuckers that I done slipped or I done failed them, you know what I'm saying? So I just keep matching the right way. And people take notice to it. That's really where I get a lot of respect in hip hop because real legends in the game, they businessmen too. And
Yeah.
they recognize that Jet Life is like self-contained. It's like a whole government. Like it can hold itself down because we got our own clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like we got a gang of music, films, art. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's a whole like you said, it's a conglomerate. You feel me? Like
So they recognize that, and it's better to figure out how to hustle with me. You know, I think that's how I got so much respect in the game, and that's why man, Ross dropped the bar on this tape, like it touched my heart. He said he get 6 figures a verse, never charge a true G, and I've never paid Rick Ross for work in my life, and I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Like even when I was signed to labels, majors, to where it would have been nothing for them to foot the bill, you know, he's charging $100,000, like
right,
do it.
Get up off the strength, like
so you feel like, you know, fuck it, dude.
right, yeah, man, hey, that shit dope.
That's hard, but that's because like motherfuckers respect that I pressed my own line for such a long time, you know. So
That's what it's about, man. And I truly feel like that if that a bunch of these like upcoming artists need to be up in that mindset of not just always wanting to signing deals and you know and all this and just work and make music, go about things the proper way, you know what I'm saying, and then everything is gonna fall into place. You know what I'm saying?
All of those powerhouses, man, all of that shit came from a mind.
Yeah.
I said it before, like Master P said it's gonna be a tank with a mafia dude driving it. And chains and all the homies gonna have them. And we're gonna sell zillions and zillions of records. He said that on the porch of the project. So that had to sound like fucking bull. Like, dude, what, bro?
Right.
That's what he said. And bam, here it go. You know what I'm saying? The Birdman then was like, dog, we gonna rap about helicopters. We gonna have land helicopters in the arena. We gonna do this.
Yeah.
I'm like a 6-year-old saying that's what he gonna do. No, that was a man with a dream, and he stuck to it, and boom, here it is. So your idea is not that crazy. Like it's a man that built a Lamborghini. It's men building space shuttles that coming up with the idea and shit. So we all literally can do it. You can do it. You can
definitely.
Whatever you want, you can do that shit. Like I'm sitting in my own fucking Foot Locker.
Shit. So I'm peeping all the kicks back there. I'm looking like, damn.
We did Pilot Talk 2, and they drew the inside of the house because you know Pilot Talk 1 had a house with the cars parked, and 2 was the inside of the house. And I was like, yeah, make this one room for shoes and just make that. And I just, you know, that was just little me at D172 just dreaming, telling the art dude, do this, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Like that's legit where you at, you know what I'm saying? So bang, like just lock in, get that shit done, bro, you know?
True, man. So
Outrunners at midnight. Probably at 11, really. I'm actually about to ask you, I don't want to cut it short, but I want to slide to the studio to sit down with the homie and come up with what we can do for just an extra little bonus promo right before.
Oh yeah, definitely. For sure. So yeah, we can you know what I'm saying, we can wrap up, but I got one more for you though.
Yeah.
And this something that I've been meaning to ask you for a while now, because I remember this was back in March, I think. And you had you tweeted something like you and Freddie was waiting on Alchemist.
Yeah, yeah.
And turns out like that same night, Freddie had hit me in the DM, and he was laughing at some meme or some shit I posted. And I had asked him like, so what's good with this project with you and Spitter, like Fetty 2 or whatever? And bro say, and I quote, he said, fam, high as hell, you know, bro, just be talking. We ain't got shit done yet. So I don't know.
Say, bro, he think I'm like the highest person, bro. I legit was waiting for Alchemist to send the beats.
Yeah.
I hope he see this, because he then these niggas dropped a whole album.
Yeah, they definitely did though.
Like, I was waiting on a collection of beats for us, and I spoke to Alchemist about it. I don't know. Maybe my text got deleted from the thread, and Alchemist was like,
right,
for the beats, right? And then Alfredo sits there and is like, I'm not sending this to that nigga. I'm about to do this myself.
Right.
And he bang it out. And what do? I'm chilling. I just roll a joint, and I get the album and jam the album. Like, man, this shit
right
is
way.
yeah.
Right way. Yeah, that shit right. So,
yeah.
Man.
Dude just be talking. Yeah.
Hey, and he know, and I think that both of y'all know that everybody is waiting on the sequel to Fady, because that shit, that was definitely a top 2 project of 2000.
It's happening. If he's down, I'm down. You know, that dude, he just thinks I'm fucking Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Right.
In a van, fucking off, not doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to go ahead and get to work, reach out to my partner, and tell him it's all good. Let's do this shit, man.
For sure.
Why do you think I'm that high?
Hey, man, I'm still here reading like that. That shit was hilarious, man. I'm like, hell no.
He thinks I'm cooked, bro. Hit my partner, bro. I'm about to slide, man.
I got you, bro. Love, man. Love, bro.
Yeah, dude.